Hello, my name is Aldika Bagus Ananta. I am from section 05, and in this video, I will presentate my findings and analysis from testing for project number 2, which I called Video Games Global Sales. First of all, let's go to the introduction. Video game is one of the largest industry in the world with billions of followers, which means it generated billions of dollars each year and make it one of the largest industry in the world. This case study is made to analyze the number of sales of video games and also other variables such as platform, year release, and regions. Several testing are performed to find patterns and conclusions in the world of video games. And the type of data used in this project is secondary data. Next is data set. The data set, which is the secondary data for this project, is acquired from data.world, which hosts many variants of data set that was created by professionals. The data set that is used is video games global sales in volume, which includes more than 16,000 video games titles. In this data set, several variables are included such as year, platform, name, global sale, North America sales, Japan sales, and European sales. Next is the methodology of the project. Several tests is performed for this project. They are hypothesis testing, 2 sample, correlation, regression, and ANOVA. From this test, we find several findings which will be presented here later. The main target population of this project is the general public because video games is a popular way of entertainment and everybody know and enjoys it. The first test is the hypothesis test using 2 samples. In here, we want to compare the mean of total global sales of PS4 and the mean of total global sales of Xbox One using the t-test with unknown variance. As you can see, the H0 is mean 1 is equal to mean 2, and the H1 is mean 1 is not equal than mean 2. In here, we use R to calculate the critical value and the test statistic. As you can see, this is the critical value that was calculated in R, which is minus 1.964. But in 2 sample testing, we use 2 head, which means we use both the positive and negative value of the critical value. From here, we can find out that the statistical value, the test statistic value is less than the critical value, which means we failed to reject the null hypothesis. That means there is not sufficient evidence to conclude that the mean of total global sales for PS4 is different from the mean of total global sales for Xbox One. The next test is correlation. In this test, we compare year of release from 2006 until 2016 and total global sales and find the correlation between them. In here, we find the correlation coefficient using the R function of core. As you can see, the value of it that we found is minus 0.871, which means it has a strong linear relationship between the year of release and the total global sales. The plot can represent the correlation between the year of release and the total global sales, which shows the older video games have accumulated higher sales from the newer ones. As you can see, the longer the video games, the older video games, the more likely it creates more global sales, as compared to newer one, which as you can see is lower than the previous year. The next test is regression. In here, 2 variables, which are North America sales and total global sales, are chosen for this test. North America sales is the independent variable, which is represented with X, and total global sales is the dependent variable, which we want to see, and it is represented by Y. Using R, we calculated the test outcomes, which shows a positive linear relationship in the graph with the equation of 78.008 plus 1.741x. Also, the coefficient of determination, which is the correlation coefficient to the power of 2, has the value of 0.98734, which means 98.734% variation in total global sales is explained by North America total sales. This may be explained because North America almost always makes half of the total global sales each year from the year of 2006 to the year of 2016. The last test is ANOVA. In this test, we want to find out whether 4 different regions have the same mean value of total video game sales or not. Those 4 regions are North America, Europe, Japan, and the rest of the world. Using R, we calculated the F-test statistic, which have the value of 6.099, and we also calculated the F-critical value, which has the value of 2.75. As you can see, the F-test statistic is larger than the F-critical value, which means we reject the null hypothesis, and there is sufficient evidence to claim that different regions do not have the same mean of total sales. From this finding, we can find out that the regions play a big role in the total video game sales globally, because not all regions create the same amount of total sales. Lastly, the conclusion. There are several conclusions we can take from all the tests. Firstly, the video game platform of PS4 and Xbox One have the same mean of total sales. The 2 most popular video games platform currently have the same mean even though the video game titles of each platform are not the same. Second, the year of the video game release correlate to total global sales. Older video games usually generate more total sales than the newer one because of the longer circulation time. Thirdly, total global sales is also influenced by the total sales in North America. This can be explained by the data which shows that North America almost always make half the amount of total global sales each year. Lastly, the mean of 4 different regions aren't all equals. That's all that I can say from this project too. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice day.